What's up, y'all? It's your girl Buku Abi, and you are watching Beneath the Surface on Surface Town. If you said you had to go, I can never stop you.
Gotta keep that H2 on that body, yes.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. It is yours truly, Rick. We are here with the beautiful, the talented, the lovely Buku Abi.
Yo.
How are you doing?
I'm amazing. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm so glad we was able to get you here.
I'm excited. I'm so honored to be here, honestly.
Oh, stop it.
I saw all my little friends here. I was like, I need to get on.
Well, I'm so happy that you're here. This is the season finale. Yay!
Amazing.
It has been an incredible journey. Did you get here safe?
Of course, always.
Good.
It was great. But I actually have a question for you.
Okay.
How has the experience been?
Oh my.
This is your last episode. Like, what's up?
Okay. Honestly, this experience has been like life-changing because 2018, I was really kind of lost creatively. I didn't know where I wanted to go. Like, I'm also acting, so I was doing lots of auditions, getting lots of no's, and just trying to work on myself. I work 2 jobs. I have little siblings. I go to school. I went to school, and 2018 was just really not the best year.
Yeah.
So doing this kind of gave me a new purpose, a new life, sort of.
Feel that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Creatively, I see the future now.
Good.
And then on top of that, I wasn't the best person when it came to like meeting new people, networking, and things like that.
Yeah.
And this has made it seems so much easier than it really was to really meet new people, because people are really cool.
Yeah, I think all creators are like that though, in a way. It's really, because I'm the same way. I have to almost force myself to go places.
Yeah.
Because it's it's really awkward for me. When I'm on stage and performing, people would have no idea that I feel weird talking to people. It's very hard for me to go up to somebody and be like, yo, my name is Buku or whatever. But I feel that I'm glad that you were able to find yourself through this. It's amazing. It's good.
Listen. Well, before we get into you, I just want to say RIP to John Witherspoon. We lost him this past week, and I was at work when I found out, and I was just man, because all the iconic moments and lines from projects that he's been in just came up. Do you have a project that you like most from him?
I don't know. I don't have a favorite. I think, of course, it's the stereotypical most iconic was Friday.
Yeah.
But just his spirit, I felt was amazing.
Yeah.
I felt in a sense, we were family. It was weird. He was that grandpa figure in the industry. So. But I think I was at home when I found out, and I think my heart kind of just stopped for a second, and I was like, damn. But I know his spirit will forever live on. So but R.I.P.
R.I.P. Now, moving on to something on a lighter note, you just recently performed at the A3C
Yes, I did.
festival. Now, tell me, first of all, the costume You came through.
Thank you.
Tell me. Let's start with the costume. Who put that together? All that.
So Trap Trunks, he is an artist from Miami. So yeah, shout out to Trap Trunks. We are very, very close, and we work together often on like a lot of stuff. But for this look for A3C, I really wanted to do like 101 Dalmatians / like Cruella de Vil film, and so I went to him with the idea, and we kind of agreed upon that like little jumpsuit look or whatever. But yeah, that was like my favorite look to date that we've worked on. So,
Yeah.
but I'm excited because we have a lot of other stuff that we got going on. So yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah. Is that like your thing to have like costumes, like attires, like when you perform? Because like I know like certain icons are known for like Michael Jackson, the glove, the jacket. You know, Beyonce has like what is it called? The leotards,
yeah.
You know, is that like kind of your thing to have?
I don't know if it's like my thing. Like I don't purposely try to do it. It's just I don't ever try to fit myself into like one identity.
Right.
So I think more than anything, like I'm always challenging myself to explore different identities within me, because I think as artists, like we're always excuse me, we're always like forced to like, oh, well, what's your sound? What's your identity? What's your look? You know? And I feel like it's very like crippling to an artist to be like, in order to be marketable, you have to go by like this one sound, this one identity. I don't think that's fair. And so I try to push the norm. Like anywhere I go, like 9 times out of 10, I won't look the same way that I did last time. But it represents like humans in general. Like we're evolving forever. So we're never the same person. So I don't feel like the outside should represent that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
Now tell me about how the experience was performing there. Have you performed there before, or was?
No, this is my first year.
Okay.
I was so excited because when I originally moved to Georgia, like A3C was one of the first festivals that I heard about out here, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta get on it. I gotta perform there. And so to get the call, I was like, what the fuck? Yes, like yes, I will perform. Are you kidding me? I don't care what stage it is. Like just to get my foot in the door meant a lot.
Right.
Yeah. So it was great. It was great.
Right. Did you meet anybody there, or did you see anybody there that you were wanting to connect with?
Yes, I don't remember names because I'm terrible with that unless I know you like personally.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
But I did. I met like amazing people, and even after the show, like I've gotten some really good connects just by like, planting little seeds here and there. So I'm very excited for like what the rest of the year has in store.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Any 2020 goals?
Touring. I want to perform. I want to perform.
Okay.
A3C was like my first performance in like a while, like almost a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so, well, no, I lied. I just lied that fast. Wow. So it was like a few months. Okay, so it was a few months, and then the performance of that performance, like it had been a really long time. But yeah, I really want to start performing more. I really don't like that one performance and then like 5 months later then I perform again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get more consistent with that. So that's definitely a goal. I'm working on another project right now.
Okay.
We've got a lot of features coming.
Okay.
Music videos, like I got a lot.
Oh,
so just
2020.
Yeah, man, like 2020, y'all gonna be annoyed with me. I'm like, okay, like chill out.
All right, now you just said you want to perform more.
Yes.
Now, what is your performing ritual or performing techniques? Like, how do you engage your audience?
I started this like one thing. I haven't done it in a while, but I think I might like pick it up, where I had like the audience take a very deep breath with me, like at the same time or whatever, just as a way for us to connect our energies like in that moment. And for them to see like more of a vulnerable side of me as an artist, because I think it's very easy to assume that what we do because we love it is like an easy job, and it's like easy to assume because we love to perform that it's comfortable or that it's always like you know, not a big deal.
Yeah.
So I just did that as a way to show, like, look, I get nervous, you know, like I need y'all support just as much as you want to see me perform, you know. And I think I might do that a little more because it like humanized me in a way to the crowd. Like it made them feel like, oh wow, like she was able to tell us that she, you know, needs our support. I liked that. But yeah, like I don't know, like setting the tone, setting the energy is like very important to me, and so I might start doing that like before my performances.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Other than that, I don't think I really have anything that like I do specifically. I shake really bad though, like before every show.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Like bad. Yeah, and sometimes like I won't even be nervous. It'll just be like if two artists are before me, like I'm like
adrenaline.
Yeah, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. But yeah, that's like I don't know. I'm trying to find something to stop that.
But I think that's good. That's, you know, that's your body telling you like it's time.
Yeah,
it's time to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we do that? Can we take like a deep breath?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
You want to do it?
Yeah, you just lead it off. Okay.
Okay. All right. 1, 2. Well, okay. But first, sorry. Breathe in through your nose and out of your.
Okay. Do we close our eyes? Do we keep our eyes open? Like
whatever
what?
you're comfortable with.
Okay.
So if you want to close your eyes, close them. If you don't. All right.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. All right.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, it like puts you in a zone for a little bit. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, we're here.
I'm like relaxed.
Yeah, you're here. You're back.
You should do it for like breathe in 4 seconds. Then
Breathe in
exhale
4.
6.
When I did it at the show, I did it. I did 3 breaths, hold in for 3, pull out for 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but did you take in music more serious in your early teens, or was it even before then?
I would say late teens, actually.
Late teens.
Like as far as when I made the decision to professionally do it, I was a late bloomer. Okay. But I have been doing it all my life. Yeah, I don't know. I went through a point in my life where I didn't want to do music just because I got a chance to experience the industry and like the not so good side of it. And so as a child, like it really turned me off. And even though like I had interest and I was a creative, that wasn't something that I wanted to put myself through at the time. And I think a lot of it was just because I wasn't strong enough. Like as a young child, you don't really know like a lot of your life you control, you know what I'm saying? Like as a kid, you really you don't process it that way. So I was very turned off by the industry and I did not want to do it. I didn't want my kids to go through what I had to go through, like none of that. And then, I don't know, I just never stopped doing it and I ended up in a band and we performed one time. Yeah, we performed one time and I was just like, oh shit, like this is like crack. Like I need some more of this.
I need some more.
Like I want to perform again. I want to do this. I didn't go back.
Okay. What was the name of your band?
So it was actually a like after school program. It was called School of Rock. So they had like different levels. They had lessons. They had like a immediate band where you just only had rehearsals and then it would go up from there. And so the one that I was in, we like toured around, I can't remember the region, I'm like terrible.
Oh no, you're good.
But it was like all over Illinois.
Okay.
That area.
Okay.
But yeah, we toured around
the
Illinois,
Midwest?
Wisconsin. Yes, Midwest, thank you so much. Don't judge me, y'all, please.
No,
y'all are terrible at something, so. But yeah, we toured like all over the Midwest. It was very, very nice. It was a nice experience. And I think that is kind of like what showed me like this is what I really want to do. Because I tried to be a veterinarian, like I tried to do volleyball, but I just wasn't as good as I am in arts. So that's when I knew like this is it.
So besides music, you're also very artsy.
Yes.
You're in you're sculpting, painting.
Yes. Yeah, I sculpt, I paint. I'm also, videography is like a hobby for me. I don't like do videos for other people, but
Right.
a lot of the videos that you see on my Instagram, like I edit those myself.
You do?
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
I need to learn some tips from her because I was like, who puts together her stuff? You do that?
Yeah, a lot of this stuff. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I'm very big on like tagging people. So if you don't see them tagged, I probably did it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't see another person tagged, it most likely came from me. So yeah, I edit. I like to play the guitar.
Yes.
I love working on Photoshop, like digital art. Pretty much anything creative, like I really am into. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just be out here doing art. Like, literally.
What is the hardest thing you've sculpted?
Well, to be completely honest, like I just picked up sculpting like last year, and so I've only really done like 2 or 3 things. But the hardest thing that I've done so far was I created like this. I took a drawing that I already did, and I wanted it to be like a 3D version of it. So I sculpted that, and that was pretty hard. Yeah, to take a drawing.
How long do you think it took you to put that together?
Well, it's still in progress.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
That should that should let you know. Yeah, I still have to finish like the back of it and like paint it and all that, but I'll show you when it's done.
Awesome. Yes. I'm be looking forward to that because I used to draw a lot. I haven't drawn lately, but I feel like the talent is somewhere in these.
Always, if it's there,
fingers.
it's there.
Yeah.
You can't deny it. Yeah.
What I found out that was interesting is you are on a plant-based diet.
Yes, I am. I have been for a while. I think it's like 3 years now. But in total, I haven't had meat or anything like that in almost 7. Yeah. 5, 6. Yeah, 6 or 7.
Shit.
Now, has this journey been an easy one, or have you ever wanted to go back, see somebody eating a cheeseburger and was like, or?
No, it was fairly easy for me because like the way I grew up, my mom was very like heavy on fruits and vegetables, so I was never really allowed to eat red meat. I only ate turkey, chicken, and fish all my life. Yeah. So like I wasn't really big on ribs or pork. Yeah, so my mom would make us have a salad like every day, a smoothie every day. So it was just like ingrained in me already to put fruits and vegetables above anything else. So when I made the decision in high school, it wasn't like that big of a deal for me. I was just like, I'm tired of eating chicken. Like I don't want to do this anymore. And I just started pescatarian. So I was only doing fish and vegetables and stuff like that, cheese and blah, blah, blah. And then I don't know, like as I did more research, that's when I started cutting out, like I cut out fish. And I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna be vegetarian. I started doing more research and I was like, oh my God. So I cut out cheese and cut out milk and then like here I am. But I will say like I've been slacking very badly this past like year. I wanna do better because I think it's very important to understand that you can still be like an unhealthy vegan. Just because you're vegan doesn't necessarily mean that you're eating all of the right things. And so, yeah, I just want that to be clear. I'm not like the healthiest person right now, but I'm working on myself.
Because my mom raised me sort of similar. Like I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. I do eat chicken and turkey and fish. And I'm wondering, like, will it be an easy transition if I wanted to like cut chicken out or cut turkey out?
I personally think it will be because it's more about like your self-will. Like if you have a lot of like determination within you, it's super easy. Because if it's a decision that you want to see like happen, you're gonna make sure that you do it. But I will say like discipline is a big part of it because I don't know, once you get like to a certain point, you realize it's really just about taste. Because honestly, like, yeah, chicken tastes great, but like, are you really gonna eat chicken out of the packet raw? No, you're gonna season it, you're gonna saute it. So like chicken itself isn't what you actually like the taste of. It's the texture, it's the smells, it's the taste that you're getting from the seasonings, it's how you cook it. So I feel like once you get into that zone and you're able to be like, oh, this is the taste that I like, it's much easier to be like, I don't need chicken, I just need something that feels like chicken, you know? Yeah.
Drop that gem.
It's a mind thing.
Yeah, it is a mind thing. Yeah,
it's definitely a mind thing.
Because we just went somewhere and Chris had the Impossible Burger or something.
Hell yeah.
And it was like, was that plant-based?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You would never know.
Yeah.
You would never know because it's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. You would never eat a raw hamburger. I'm sorry, I don't care.
Yeah.
You would never.
Well, now I have some hope. 2020. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna.
That's what I would say. The best way to do it is just change your perception on like what being plant-based is, because it's not like just eating salads and stuff.
And your diet will change.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every 6 years. So like, even if you're eating like chicken and fish and all those things, like in 6 years, like your body may reject it.
Yeah, you never know.
Now like people's bodies are rejecting like milk and like all that stuff early on.
Yeah.
In their 20s.
Yeah. But you'll realize a lot of it, like once you do research, and I don't like to ever like state facts because I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to push them into a certain lifestyle, but like once you do research, like you'll realize like it was never really meant for us anyway. So, yeah.
Lord, deceiving me. I'm dead. Okay, so I got something I can work on. Thank you.
No
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So this year, I'm gonna take you a little back. Earlier this year, you released a project called "Don't Call Me."
Yes, I did.
Now I listened to this project and I liked it. It was giving me a little alternative. It wasn't something that I don't think people would traditionally be used to hearing, and I was really impressed by that you were able to like create that.
Thank you.
I want to start off by the cover because the cover is dope. Tell me how that came together.
Trap Drugs. My nigga. My nigga, for real. Like overall, like, oh man, that's my nigga. But yeah, Trap Drugs, he did the cover. I came to him about it and I was just like, yo, this is the project, this is what I want, this is what it's about. And yeah, like I want to say like 2 weeks later, he came back and he was like, boom, this is the cover. And I was like, oh, like we didn't even have a revamp or nothing. Like I fell in love with it even off the sketch. Like I just knew that was it. So it was great.
Right. Can you explain it? Because I know there's like a skeleton hand and it's like a phone booth.
Yeah. So like
how did
the premise of Don't Call Me was just, I was really going through like a very like ego shedding moment in my life. And I was realizing like a lot of the things that, I don't know, maybe like as a woman I need to reevaluate. I was, at the time when I really started writing it, I was just turning 18. And I took it upon myself to really explore me as a woman because I don't know, I just realized like up until that point I had been told what to do, where to go, what to wear, who to hang out with. So I didn't really have like an idea of who I was for real, you know? And so it was very important to me to figure that out. And I don't know, I was in a space of like, I didn't really want to talk to anybody. I just wanted to figure myself out. Like, I didn't want to talk to exes because I had exes calling me. I was like, nigga, like, what are you doing? Like, don't call me was such a relevant term in my life at that time. And so that's really how like the project came about because it was just like, I'm exploring myself sexually. Like, don't call me. Like, I'll call you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not right now, you know?
Right.
So it was just a lot of moments in my life at that time where I was just like, wow, like, don't call me. Like, I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
You know, like, ex-friends, like, all that shit. So, yeah, it was just perfect.
Yeah, okay. Now, one of my favorite songs is Location. I listen to that over and over. I really like this.
Thank you.
And of course, you worked with Destiny Brown on Late Night.
My baby mama.
Shout out Destiny.
I love you.
How did that record come about? I know y'all been friends for a long time.
Yeah, so we've been friends for a while. I don't want to misconstrue the story because I have terrible memory. But I want to say, so I was working on the song for a while. Like, I had actually written that song like 5 years ago, actually. Yeah, it was a very long time coming for Don't Call Me. So, yeah, I wrote it a very long time ago. And I remember like I had moved away, but within the process of me moving away, I had asked her if she wanted to be on it because I don't know. I wrote my verse and I got stuck. And I kept trying to write it, like I kept writing a second verse and I was just like, this is not right. I need somebody else on this. But her voice kept popping up in my head. I was like, Destiny would be right. So yeah, I just remember reaching out and like, hey babe, like you want to do this song with me? I sent it to her, she loved it. And I was just, because at the time, like we were just getting to know each other. So like I was still like kind of a fan more than a friend in a way. So I was like, oh my God, Destiny likes my music. I was like, oh yes, I'm in. I got my little validation. Like she likes it. So she's like, yeah, let's do it. She sent me back her verse and I was just like, yo, you snapped. This is perfect. I'm so glad I asked you to do this. And then like a year went by, I think, and we didn't record it at all. And I popped up in Atlanta because I had moved away. And I popped up and I texted her on like a week before 420 and I was like, yo, let's link up. We got to record this. She's like, all right, I'm down. And so 420 we recorded. We got high as fuck. Yeah, man, it was nice. It was nice. It was great. But it was a great process.
Yeah. And it came out great.
Thank you.
So with a project like Don't Call Me, are you hesitant to put it out? Are you like protective about your bodies of work? You know, because once you put it out there, it's there for the world.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about releasing projects?
I think before I released it, like I did go through like a lot of hesitation and like, I don't know what people are gonna feel about it, and because just really mainly the content of it, it's very sexual. And I feel like as a woman, you can get like boxed in very easily or shunned out very easily because of that. So I was very nervous for that because it was my first like full body of work. I didn't want to be categorized as like that artist, but it was also very important for me to like break down that barrier and let people know like women think this way, we feel this way, and it's natural to feel this way. It doesn't mean that just because I'm thinking it and I'm saying it that I'm doing it or that I'm gonna go out and do it. But if I am, then that's my right, like as a woman, to do that. So yeah, at first I was, and I think after dropping the project, I gained like a sense of confidence in myself that it doesn't really matter for me now. Like I never did music for anybody else but me. So projects and all, like as long as I know I did what I had to do and it serves me and my highest self, then like I'm pretty much straight. I don't care if one person listens to it or 1 million, you know? And yeah, so.
But
No pressure.
Overall, Don't Call Me, I really like that. That was a great introduction to you and who you are as an artist.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I was very worried about that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was concerned that it wouldn't do me justice as like me as a whole, but I feel like it did. So I appreciate that.
Of course. Now, you have a song called Dear Daisy.
Yes, that was my first single.
Yes. I pulled a lyric.
Yeah, go ahead. Ooh, got the note card? Come on.
I put a lyric from the song, and I'm gonna say it. I just want you to elaborate. Tell me where it came from. Okay. I'm not a singer, so I'm not singing this. Okay. All right. It says, "Your smile makes it all worthwhile. If you decide to leave, I should speak." If you ever held me close, I would hold you closer. If you said you had to leave, I would close the door right after. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so it just means that no matter how much I love you, I'm always gonna love myself more. And I will never sacrifice myself for another person. And like that song wasn't even like on a relationship tip. It was just like family, people in general. I was always taught that as a young girl, as a young child, like to always choose yourself no matter what. And I think that's the highest form of love, honestly, is to choose yourself in any situation, because at the end of the day, if you're like constantly pouring out into something else or somebody else, eventually you're gonna run out and you're not gonna have anything else to give to anybody, including yourself. So yeah, that's what that song was about. Like it was very important for me to write that.
Yeah, I really like that song.
Thank you.
And the visual and all that.
Thank you.
It just,
Yes, shout out to Deshaun Watson.
Shout out.
My nigga, you know, he did the video for that one. We've known each other for a while too, so it was great working with him.
Yeah, I like the vibes in there.
Yeah, it was cool, right? It was very like chill. I loved it. I loved it.
All right, now I'm gonna say some words and I want you to tell me what they mean to you. Okay. Vulnerability.
Strength. I think vulnerability means strength.
Okay. Beauty.
I don't know, like for some reason the word is popping up in my head, because I feel like beauty is like it's everywhere. Like it's inevitable, it's in anything, it's in whatever you want it to be. Like, you know, it doesn't have this specific, this is what beauty is. It's like whatever you feel like beauty is.
Right.
Yeah.
Trust.
I'm just clearly jaded because the first word that popped in my head was hard. Oh man, wow, self-reflection. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my answer, hard. Trust is hard.
No.
Yeah.
Love.
Everything. I think love is everything. But not in the sense of like how people misconstrue love. I mean like actual unconditional love. I think that's everything.
Fear.
I don't know. I want to say imaginary in a sense. I feel like fear is false. I feel like we shouldn't allow fear to, because I feel like fear stops us from a lot. You know, like I feel like intuition and fear are different, and people kind of like can confuse the two. I do it all the time. Like I'll be like, oh, bitch, this is my intuition, but it's like, no, like nigga, you're scared right now. Like, you know, like you shouldn't even be thinking about all these things.
Right.
You're just anxious, you're scared, you have fear. So I feel like, yeah, fear is just like the ego's way of protecting itself. Right, and I feel like intuition versus intuition is like the spirit's way of protecting itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
Time.
It doesn't exist. It's not real. Yeah.
That's an interesting answer.
Thank you. You want me to elaborate?
I mean, you're right though.
Yeah.
Honestly, especially the way they can like manipulate time. Like we just went back an hour, right? Like, or you go to California, it's a different time zone, or it's like.
And I don't know. Time is a space. Like it's not like. I don't know, it's nothing you can actually measure. Like, you know, like I don't know how to explain it, but I personally just, time is not a real thing. Like 5:00 p.m. is not real.
Yeah.
It's just like our way of being able to be like, this is what's happening right now. Yeah, because I don't know, like as humans, we need to like, this is what this is. Like, I feel like that's why that question for artists, like, oh, well, what type of artist are you? Because like just saying that I'm an artist, like, isn't enough for the next person. Like, they need to know, like, well, what type of artist? Because when you say artist, like you have like an idea of like 4 or 5 different people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you box like that entire genre of artists into like, oh, you're like Drake. Oh, you're like Nicki Minaj. You know?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why it's so hard for people to like grasp that idea. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like it exists because I feel like a lot of constructs that we have come up with don't actually exist.
Right.
They're just here to like help our egos survive in this dimension.
Right. Yeah. I fucks with that.
Thank you.
Now, new music. I know you just worked with your sister.
Yes. We just dropped a song called Focus. That's been out for like 3 weeks, I want to say. But yeah, I definitely have more music coming soon. I'm about to get back in the studio to work on my project, my second one. And yeah, I have a few features coming, and I'm very excited. Yes, they're gonna be great. I'm tapping a little bit outside of my comfort zone, so you guys are gonna get like a different sound from me, which I'm very excited for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Thank you.
I want to thank you.
Thank you. I'm
for
so
coming.
honored to be here
Again.
and on the last episode.
The season finale, yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't ever really have like that, but I mean shit. Like, I got the last episode, fuck. Shit.
Oh my God. Okay. If you want anyone to follow you, listen to your music, where can they do that at?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at bu.k.u. SoundCloud is Buku Abi, Bukuabi. YouTube, Buku Abi, Bukuabi. And I will be releasing a documentary, a mini doc very soon. So make sure you guys are staying updated and press subscribe and all that good shit.
Yeah. Well, yes. Thank you, Buku, for coming through.
This is great.
Thank you.
It's a great experience.
Like I said before, this is Buku Abi. Y'all make sure y'all stream, follow, all that good stuff. Thank you all so much for joining me on this journey of Beneath the Surface. We will see y'all in 2020 for season 2, and we are out this. Yeah.